To understand why truck drivers leave their engines running, you first need to understand what their day actually looks like. Federal law in the United States limits how many hours a driver can spend behind the wheel. Once they hit that limit, they are legally required to stop and rest for a minimum of 10 consecutive hours. The engine, however, doesn't always stop with them. For most long-haul drivers, the cab of the truck isn't just a vehicle, it's their home. While parked overnight, drivers rely on the engine to power air conditioning in summer, heating in winter, charging points for their devices, a microwave for meals, and a refrigerator for food and drink. Shutting the engine off doesn't just mean sitting in the dark, it means losing every comfort that makes an overnight stay in a parking lot bearable. Then there is the matter of security. A running engine keeps the truck's alarm system, GPS tracker, and onboard cameras fully active. A truck and its trailer can carry hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cargo. Powering down means powering down the systems designed to protect it. For a driver sleeping alone in a remote rest stop, that's not a risk worth taking. There are also mechanical reasons tied to the engine itself. Diesel engines, particularly older ones, don't respond well to repeated cold starts. Warming a diesel engine from cold takes time and puts significant wear on its components. Beyond that, commercial trucks use air brake systems that rely on compressed air to function safely. Keeping the engine running ensures that air pressure stays at the right level, so the brakes are ready the moment the driver needs to move. And in some cases, it's not the cab that needs to stay at the right temperature. It's the trailer. Refrigerated trucks, known as reefers, carry perishable goods like meat, dairy, and pharmaceuticals that must be kept at a precise temperature around the clock. Even a brief drop in temperature can render an entire load unsellable or unsafe. While most trucks have trailers with independent cooling systems that do not rely on the engine running, in some cases the engine must remain on to ensure the refrigeration unit continues operating without interruption. All of this comes at a cost. Idling a diesel truck burns roughly 1 gallon of fuel per hour. At an average overnight rest of 10 hours, that's 10 gallons of diesel every single night. With prices ranging between $4 and $5, the total can reach up to $50 per night. For fleets running dozens of trucks, the annual fuel bill from idling alone runs into the millions. This has pushed the industry toward alternatives like auxiliary power units, small independent generators that can run heating, cooling, and electronics without keeping the main engine on. Additionally, under the right conditions, some truck drivers idle their engines only a few nights per year, relying instead on an extra battery, an electric blanket for colder nights, and a fan for warmer ones. Click the video on your screen right now, and I'll explain another everyday mystery you've wondered about your whole life but never thought to look up.